I can feel the presence of the Lord. And I'm going to get my blessing right now. I can feel the presence of the Lord. And I'm going to get my blessing right now. Sunflower, tower, I said, I can feel the presence of the Lord of love. And I'm going to get my blessing right now. I'm going to say it one more time for the folks who just clicked into YouTube. I can feel the presence of the Lord of love. And I'm going to get my blessing right now. We're diving into the mindful message cards. Thank you for those of you who allowed me to be a bit delayed. We're working on Dr. Flo's physical self-care in network. You should have goals with your friends. You should be discussing your personal care plans. That's another thing we've got to add to our list. Tara Olo Studio is in the hot seat with me today, sharing the love. We got to add in these personal care plan, PCP. Can we write that down somewhere? Personal care plan seminars where people can come and build a personal care plan. And you should be, pardon me, folks, you should be discussing your personal care plan with your community. And one thing we're working on is getting Dr. Flo to eat a bit earlier and when the food's hot, not cold. Although we had cold dishes in the pre-show this morning. What is the mindful message trying to speak? This is the card. This is the card. I am being told to breathe. I'm being told to breathe. The foundation of singing, the foundation of speaking, the foundation of a life. Breathe. It's easy for me to return to the present moment simply by breathing. It's easy for me. It's easy for me, Sunflower and Tara. It's easy for me to return to the present moment simply by breathing. If I'm anxious, if I'm feeling anxious or worried, I close my eyes and breathe in deeply as I picture myself filling up with white light. Then exhale and envision stress and tension leaving my body. In this moment, I am free to gently stretch, if you are safe to do so, and not carrying human cargo. You may want to put your arms up and twist around the body and just feel the openness. I'm not Stacia actually in network is the birth doula. I don't know if it's safe or not to, I think there is pregnancy yoga, but I'm not recommending that. I just play a doctor on TV, folks, with the puppets. I'm not a real physician. We should put that disclaimer back on the website. It's easy for me to return to the present moment. He ain't a real doctor. He just is precise and dedicated the way doctors are to healing people. I'm a street doctor, doling out the loved and lovable message to the world. Let those who have ears to hear what the Spirit is speaking. It's just as simple as that in our newly redesigned butterfly sanctuary. In our recently remodeled and renovated butterfly sanctuary, there's nothing to prove, protect, hide, or defend. We are loved and lovable exactly as we are. If I'm feeling anxious or worried, I close my eyes and breathe in deeply as I picture myself filling up with white light. Then exhale and envision stress and tension leaving my body. In this moment, I am free to gently stretch and open my eyes, feeling refreshed. Would you join me in taking a few? Oh, yes. Thank you, ancestors, for the bing bing and my ting ting. Take a breath. And just feel in this moment what it's like to be alive. I do this with all of my students in vocal mentorship and all of my personal development clients. You always breathe. At the top of a Terra Priolo method session, there's always grounding of this precious thing that gives us life called the breath. I'll give me 1 second to have this tonic. I lead a rock star lifestyle, loved and lovable. In this moment, I am free to gently stretch and open my eyes, feeling refreshed. It's important in life that you choose to open your eyes. A lot of people in our society are trying to dim the light and close the eyes of the light workers. We will not be closed off in our love. We will continue to open and command and demand of others a higher level of love. If you attend these programs every Tuesday, you'll know that I am responsible and accountable for telling you about today's chakra. It is a solar plexus chakra every Tuesday that we focus on and feature. It has to do with one of Dr. Flo's favorite things, confidence, confide, having faith alongside the divine. You know that's what confident comes from? Confide. Con meaning with, fide, faith. Confidence is faith in yourself. Faith in your ability to meet any situation in a controlled environment inside. Being alongside your faith as you step into your energetic wellness. We look around the space and we conjure and look for the color yellow. I have yellow in my calendar. I have yellow in my scarf. There's yellow beside the sunflower's name for being a top fan here. Thank you for being a top fan and member of my club. And tell me more about this story highlight in the comments. But you can tap into your confidence and your energetic wellness by focusing on your solar plexus chakra. Also, I spy in the color yellow for clarity, manifestation, and creativity. You can eat foods like banana, oats, yellow squash, peppers, lemons, pineapples, and mangoes. And focus on the affirmation, I do. I do feel great today. I do feel loved today. I do the work of manifesting my dreams. I do love and approve of myself. Tara says, I do make strides. Yes, you do. You do make strides. Anyone else? I do. What do you do? Welcome, coach. You're loved and lovable. A lot of people are different coach, not casual coach. This is like a thug coach or something. You know, we all need coaches and mentorship and something. Oh, help me, Jesus. I do recognize that I'm loved and lovable. I do laugh every day. It looks like thug coach, but it could be something else. More importantly than what you say, folks, and I've been less than innocent of this in the past myself. More importantly than what you say and what you think about, you know, those, I was thinking about doing that, people. I was thinking about that, I was thinking about emailing. those venues and those clients and those students today. You know what, Tara? I've been thinking about that. More important than what you think and what you say. Have you noticed that Dr. Flo doesn't respond a lot to that? Like, I mean, I have to. Tara says, I do vision, I do goals. You do vision, you do goals. But more important than what Tara says, what allows her to be such a pillar and standard of excellence in this community is that beyond what is said and thought, there's action. We put our love in action. We do. There are other people who talk a good game. There are other people who posture a good game. We do. And we'll continue to do. You can use crystals like tiger's eye, citrine, yellow jasper, septarian. You can pray into these crystals with your affirmations and step further into your confidence. If that's your way to tap into the divine, that's chill. The area that we focus on and bring restoration to and focus healing energy on Tuesdays is our upper abdomen and our stomach. This would be the area in your body where you feel that you have butterflies, right? If you get nervous in public speaking, or if you're nervous as a performer, or if you need to speak up to authority and you got that like sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach, that's an opportunity for you to tap into your upper abdomen and your stomach and start to think about actions you can take in order to increase your confidence. Would coming to a Love and Action Network masterclass, such as the one that we're doing tonight, Rituals of Vocal Performance, Love Your Voice, is that something that might increase your confidence for donation base? You know, it may, you know, quizás, or as Tara says in her studio, mayhaps. You have you have you have an amazing ability. Whenever Tara and I are, you know, we are the people in network and in life that have clear opinions and are able to make decisions, and we're able to rely on each other as well to help, you know, be the tiebreaker to get things unstuck. But sometimes when it comes to wondering if a program's going to happen or if an event's going to happen or if someone's going to be invited back into the network and things, sometimes the answer is simply mayhaps. It's like a combination of maybe and it might happen, it may not happen. I don't know. Tara, could you let us know what, when you say to me, I know what it means for me, but when you say mayhaps, it's a freeing thing. What do you mean when you say mayhaps?
I don't know where.
Oh no, you have to clear the channel. You sound like an alien. The aliens, I prayed for them and they're here. Yes, Lord. Yes, Father, Mother, Alien. I'm here to receive. Did y'all hear? So.
She's an alien.
Alien, that's for sure. and she's bok, 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 bok. Have you ever seen the chicken? The chicken?
No, no, what? So I don't know. I don't know where I picked it up, but it is exactly what you just said. It is a combination of maybe and it might happen. Mayhaps, right? So when Bruno asks me in the future, Mom, can I have a snack? Mayhaps.
Mayhaps.
Mayhaps. It might happen. It might not.
It may not.
But maybe seems too chill and might happen is too long. So mayhaps. Mayhaps.
Yeah. And might happen sometimes leans people who really want to pressure you, and your kid's going to be the ultimate marketer. Kids are masterful marketing agents. They get what they want and they don't stop asking until they get it. I could take I could take a page from their book. But it might happen, actually plants a seed in people who really want that thing to happen. All they hear is it's going to happen. So I'm always making sure that I add the mayhaps to it. because that is definitely the maybe part. And usually in our neck of the woods, the maybe part is usually what sinks the battleship of it.
Right. Mayhaps.
It's the heaviest part, but we keep it light for the people because some of y'all are sensitive. When you're imbalanced in your solar plexus chakra, I'm sensitive too, by the way. I cry online every day in public, so it's fine. When you're imbalanced in your solar plexus chakra or out of tune with those butterflies in your stomach, you'll be a pessimist. You'll think that your career is not going to work out for you. You'll think that you're not connecting with people, even though Love and Action Network connects with over 100,000 people a month. I should have started the other stream to get my hours in. It's just that easy, folks, to go live for love. Ain't a big deal. It's just doing what Tara Praolo Method has taught me in my mindset. When I went through Tara Praolo Method's mindset training for the first time, y'all, I got to tell you, it just really blew my mind to go through that Tara Praolo Method mindset training. I learned things like push the damn button when I went through that Tara Praolo Method mindset training. I learned that the math has to math and the logic has to logic. Some of y'all, your bullshit crumbles on you every time, and you can't even be around me or Tara especially, because Tara's always looking for the logic to logic and the math to math, and y'all's logic don't logic and the math don't math, and then you get mad about it. Anyway, I learned that as well, amongst many other things, in the Tara Praolo Method mindset training modules coming to you very, very soon, wherever you source your loved and lovable materials. We'll definitely have it in the Love in Action Network store. The Tara Praolo Method mindset. Stay tuned, folks. It's going to be it's going to change your life. It changed mine. I am a billboard for the goodness of love. And what healthy disintegration and reintegration looks like. Spirit is calling me to tell you, by the power of the example of my life, that a lot of you know how to walk away from people in anger, but you've not quite perfected your love to the level of being able to restore relationships. We also teach here under Emergent Strategy a direct process for restoring relationships. I cannot do that today, but Tara, you'll recall that somewhere in that text of ours, they gave us like a 12-point process that we discovered that day on the live that we walked through together to restore our broken relationship. Don't tell me you cannot restore relationships when I'm sitting around people with whom I've restored relationships with. But when you're imbalanced in your solar plexus, you'll be a pessimist. Welcome back, StarlightMysticBotanica.com. You're loved and lovable. I have to get my hours in. So I just started it up in the middle of this YouTube stream because I am, after all, a metaverse worship pastor. Sarah said to me my day, never forget it. Oh, so many things in these books we're going to co-write and write independently. Love and Action Network Press. Love and Action Network Press would be a wonderful thing to see manifest and have so many authors and imprints and poetry books and things. I see on the teleprompter. What did Tara say to me?
I said, how are you going to be a metaverse worship pastor if you ain't in the metaverse?
She catches a fumble. She catches a flow fumble like, y'all. She grew up around people like me. There's one by name who we won't name today, but she told me I speak the language of the forest, Dr. Flo. And when you start to drift, I will be writing the God mic in the wings saying, I said to you, how are you going to be a metaverse worship pastor and hide from the internet? How y'all gonna be business leaders and entrepreneurs? And I'm surrounded by so many strong Black business leaders, Sunflower Beauty and Cosmetics, StarlightMysticBotanica.com, Tara Paolo studio that features the Tara Paolo method. Dr. Flo and the Love Experience, Love and Action Network, Love City Island. I will not let the island go. It's actually where I go to get away from the bullshit of Earth. The island has to stay because it's where me and the puppets go to get away from y'all. The island actually lives, the island is actually behind the couch. So every time someone steps off the couch and Dr. Flo goes behind the couch, he disappears into, Mr. Rogers did this. Look, y'all, there's no original thought. Mr. Rogers took a trolley to the land of make-believe. King Friday the 13th and beyond. Dr. Flo is going to Love City Island, where the butterfly sanctuary is, so I can hold on to the butterflies that stole all my money for a decade, Tara. You know how expensive those butterflies were? I put a lot of money into this. I'm about to put a lot more today.
Do you know how expensive the butterfly pavilion is at the Omaha Henry Dorley Zoo? That thing was expensive to put in. I love that place.
I want to match the ticket. How much was the tickets? Because I want to match the price. They pay for butterflies. They're going to definitely pay for my.
You pay for the ticket for the whole zoo, and I don't remember how much that is.
I have a zoo. I have lions, tigers, and bears in Love and Action Network. I'm one of them.
And we can go stand in the butterfly pavilion together.
Tara, I'm going to cry with you a lot in life. I haven't decided yet whether it's gone two ways in life with people like you. Tara and I are building a global organization together, and we've never shared air, especially in COVID, and we don't like people like that. So Tara and I have never been in the same zip code or space together. It goes two ways for internet friends, right? Never friends. Sometimes I burst into tears and collapse, which I think is going to happen with you in a kind of a weird, mommy nurturing kind of way. I think that's what's going to happen. You're going to trigger all of my this is the loving, nurturing mom energy that I needed. Some of y'all who've been tracking know that not 3 years ago, a year ago and some change, my mother of origin dropped the ball on me, and in essence sentenced me, and I made the choices taking full responsibility, but set in motion a path to where I needed a mom nurturing energy that at times pisses me the fuck off. But I needed someone to nurture me in the ways that Tara has and does. And there are many people that nurture me, for those of you who are sensitive and getting your feelings about acknowledgement. But in order for me to come up out of pessimism and insecurity about myself and my care infrastructure and material needs, I had to get in touch with my solar plexus chakra and take different action and do better. One of my favorite teachers, Jim Rohn, says, don't ask for life to become easier. Ask that you become better. Don't ask life to become easier. Don't ask life to give you a break. Don't throw your hands at the sky and ask some power outside of yourself to help. I mean, if it makes you feel great and there's a catharsis in it, then scream your head off, girl. But you're going to have to take action. You're going to have to put the love that you have for yourself, your self-love, in action. Did Chipotle come yet to the house? When you settle in, and I promise that love is looking for you. Once you settle in, okay, she got her Chipotle. Bew. Once you settle into your solar plexus chakra, once you settle into that butterfly sanctuary in your stomach and find calm, you will be confident. You will be optimistic. You will dwell in your wholeness. I've stopped opening phone calls, Tara, with that. Remember that season of time when every time I stepped into a room, I went, wholeness, Tara. And you went, wholeness, Flo, just to make sure we didn't slip on the rocks. Gotta bring that back. Wholeness to you, TikTok. Wholeness to you, Bigo. Ooh, ooh, Timu. 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 What a time to be alive. But when you're anchored in your ooh, ooh, Timu, you will be confident as they are. Lots of money was spent. High budget. Someone needs to report back to me what the budget of Timu was for the Super Bowl. I bet each ooh Timu costs like 7 million or something. We'll look into it. Somebody knows. Maybe Jesus. You'll be more accepting and calm when you are anchored in your solar plexus chakra. I want to thank y'all for being here today. Tara's about to get handed a microphone to read today's reading from our annual text. This is our third year of reading through Conscious Contact with Melody Beattie. It is a text that is built around the Alcoholics Anonymous tradition, which has no religion and no dogma. While we do get churchy here at Love and Action Network, we hold no religion and no dogma. We make that very clear. In the same way that the Alcoholics Anonymous and Emotional Anonymous and the 12-step traditions hold no religion or religious dogma, same thing here. I do not care where your soul goes after you die. And I would really admonish you to get on the business of living here. Why wait for heaven on the other side when you could ooh Timu today? Tara, thank you for your presence. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for being a leader and architect here. For those of you who are hearing the voice of Tara Praola for the first time, you can visit her content and find out more about her on tarapraolo.com, which I may have already said there. And she's a force here. She's an architect of the community, one of our chief visionaries in Love and Action Network, our acting, and hopefully I can pay her one day out of those 501c3 funds that we're going to allocate and appropriate. She's our acting chief operating and admin officer, chief CAOO. ACAOO.
So many letters.
PCP. YMCA.
PEP.
QTP. RLC. RVP. Yeah, you know me.
We're getting it done. We're getting it done. All right. So, Melody Beattie. We're in 52 weeks. We are in week 7, folks, because this year is wild. That's just what it is. So we are in week 7. We are also in.
Wait, I'm going to pause you there because we love to laugh. I said to Poppy Water, I said, "Oh my God, it's like week 7 of the year. We got to get moving." He's like, "It's only number 7." I'm like, "You act like we got 70 weeks in the year. It's only 52."
I found a post in my stories from like years ago that was like, what, like it was like this week of the year. And I was like, 1/12 of the year is already gone. What have you accomplished? Like, girl, settle down. But also, we have been in this live stream genocide for much longer. Ceasefire to Palestine, all eyes on Rafah. Don't believe the propaganda that is currently coming out of the White House. Just y'all do what you can, share, use your voice. I know a lot of us are fatigued from sharing it and saying the same thing over and over again, but there's somebody that hasn't heard it. There's somebody that didn't have eyes on Rafah during the Super Bowl. There's somebody that doesn't even know that it's happening. So keep sharing. We've been in that for much longer than 7 weeks.
Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Freedom to the people of the Congo. Water to Flint.
Freedom to Sudan. Freedom to Ethiopia. Quit bombing Yemen, United States. Hello,
Quit
somebody.
bombing Yemen.
Hello, somebody. If you need templates, if you're like, I don't know how to spell ceasefire, I don't know how to post something, there are templates on
We got another one coming in. Tigray.
Tigray, yes. There are templates over on my tarapriolo.com/links. You can grab them and just download them from Canva and spam your Instagram, spam your Facebooks, spam your TikToks. It's really super easy. They're very generic. There's even one in there that says free humanity, including the Israeli citizens, because we know that the Israeli citizens are not free either. Okay. So I just had to put that out there before we read Melody, but we are in week 7. Gather, if you are not driving, if you're not listening to us as a podcast, gather your instruments of writing. This could be your notes app. This could be your journal. This could be a notebook. This could be a random post-it note. But we know that Melody likes to knock us over the head, particularly on day 3, because this is the day we get our challenge of the week. Okay, so find something to write with, find a comfy seat. I will try to read it straight through, but y'all know that sometimes Melody gets me and I just can't help it. I got to riff right away, but I'll try to get all the way through it, and then we'll chit chat and then we'll be gone. All right, so day 3. Oh, I think I forgot to tell y'all. Week 7 is gratitude. That's what we're talking about this week. That's our theme. So gratitude isn't denial. We can practice. We can. I love that Melody says this every time. We can. There's always a choice. There's always a choice. Okay, let me start over again. So sorry. Spirit took me. Gratitude isn't denial. We can practice gratitude without denying how we feel. Somebody needed to hear that today. We can practice gratitude without denying how we feel. Sometimes we do need to change the circumstances in our lives. But we usually can't do that until we accept what we have and who we are now. One challenge about practicing gratitude is that the things we most need to be grateful for are often the things causing us the most misery. Practicing gratitude when we most need to do it can feel like the most unnatural act in the world. Practicing gratitude can be difficult when we're depressed or going through deep grief. Some things in life are so tragic that we'll never be grateful that the event occurred. I'm not grateful for my son's death. I'd have him back in a heartbeat if I could, but I'm grateful that I had him in my life. I'm grateful for the lessons I've learned since he died. And I'm grateful I'm happy again. That's a big one, y'all. I'm going to read that whole thing again. We're going to take the time to read it again. Take what you need, and then I'll read the challenge. Gratitude isn't denial. We can practice gratitude without denying how we feel. Sometimes we do need to change the circumstances in our lives, but we usually can't do that until we accept what we have and who we are now. One challenge about practicing gratitude is that the things we most need to be grateful for are often the things causing the most misery. Practicing gratitude when we most need to do it can feel like the most unnatural act in the world. Practicing gratitude can be difficult when we're depressed or going through deep grief. Some things in life are so tragic that we'll never be grateful that the event occurred. I'm not grateful for my son's death. I'd have him back in a heartbeat if I could. But I'm grateful that I had him in my life. I'm grateful for the lessons I've learned since he died. And I'm grateful I'm happy again. The challenge of this week is, reminder, replace God with whatever term you want. Okay, folks? The hardest thing about practicing gratitude can be surrendering to God and trusting his will.
Just going to interject here. Yeah, we do not have any religious or dogmatic affiliation here. If God is not a word that is comfortable to you in this community, you are always welcome to replace it with love or anything that puts you in a loving feeling and vibration. Could you read it one more time for us, please?
Yes, and I'm going to do just that. The hardest thing about practicing gratitude can be surrendering to love and trusting its will. Surrendering to love and trusting its will.
As we always say here, love has the final say. Love has the final say.
Truth.
Love is the only thing that's real. Everything else is imaginary. Every action in life is a call for love or love itself. Every action in this life, think about it. It's a call for love or love itself. This taps us into a better relationship with what's going on. And this is in your personal journey. I love it every time Tara says, I don't know you like that. I don't know you like that. But you know the areas of your life where you're doing behaviors and things or you're seeing around you in your environment, love or calls for it. My calls for love and full transparency look like needing to eat sooner in the day. That's a call for love and self-care. I wanted to land today in 2 places, and then I'll let you all out relatively on time. I just want to continue to anchor in the community that we are committed to self-care in ourselves and in every area that we touch. If you're not clear about what self-care is, because I remember when like in the same way that we're telling people for the first time that they're loved and lovable, and the first time that we're telling people that they can have a relationship with their higher power that's healthy and not steeped in fear and fear. We're also teaching the next generation of humans and global citizens what self-care is. So I just wanted to land in self-care and then also just do a radical gratitude spell to end today. And I think that will feel really, really juicy for the compassionate crazies. Self-care is any activity that you do to take care of yourself. Welcome the truth. Welcome Yayo. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shout out to Usher. You did a great job. Fancy feet. It's the practices, rituals, and meaningful activities that you do. Self-care is the practices, rituals, and meaningful activities that you do just for you. These are practices, rituals, and meaningful activities that help you feel safe, grounded, happy, and fulfilled. The areas of it, and we need to do a masterclass and talk back about this as well. We cover here 6 areas of self-care. We talk daily about your physical self-care, your emotional self-care, your social self-care, your mental self-care, your spiritual self-care, and your practical self-care. In the future, as we continue to grow our programs here and move through emergent strategy of how we build this organization, we're going to be focusing on an area of care every day in addition to the chakras. Stay tuned, folks. We have a show, and it's only going to get better. From fables and spells to land this thing, I'm going to page 6. This is a spell being cast upon strangers, comrades, and friends working for social and environmental justice and liberation. I'm about to cast a spell. If you do not want a spell cast all over you right now as I cast it, I'm going to give you about 5 seconds to leave quickly. I need you to leave right now if you do not want my spell. Right now. I'm about to cast a spell very, very quickly. I've got my selenite. I'm about to Laviosa, that ass. Radical gratitude spell. You are a miracle in motion. I greet you with wonder in a world which seeks to own your joy and your imagination. You have chosen to be free every day as a practice. I can never know the struggles you went through to get here, but I know you swum upstream, and at times it's been lonely. I want you to know I honor the choices you've made in solitude, and I honor the work you've done to belong. I honor your commitment to that which is larger than yourself and your journey to love the particular vessel of life that is you. You are enough. Your work is enough. You are needed. Your work is sacred. You are here, and I am grateful. Tara, what do the people need to know about Love in Action Network and where to find out more about us and what's coming up in the community?
Lovedandlovable.org, 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 lovedandlovable.org. Not organ, just org. Lovedandlovable.org. On that homepage, if you scroll below the fold, friends, scroll just a little bit, look at the beautiful black faces that are there, and then scroll a little bit, and there's going to be a community calendar, okay, where you can add our events directly to your calendar. You don't even have to go to Halo. We love Halo. It's the official membership. You should get there if you want to be there. But if you're like, I need a Google Calendar, Love in Action, we got you. Click it, add it, click it, add it. It's like the Bop It's back in the day. Y'all know? Bop it, twist it, flick it, you know? It's all that. So this evening, as Dr. Flo referenced earlier, we will be teaching, me and Dr. Flo, will be teaching a Love Your Voice masterclass. So come tell us what you love about your voice, or tell us what you don't love about your voice.
Sunflower said, in addition to bop it, you should shake it.
Yes.
And if you're old as I am, you can also skip it.
Yes.
Remember Skip Bo?
I remember Skip-Bo, but also, do you remember the little like rolly things that you lifted your foot up as it went around?
Skip it or something. It's called like Skip It.
Yeah, you said Skip-Bo second. Skip-Bo's a card game that I'll beat your butt in.
You'll beat my butt in every card game. What we really need to do is get some mobile Uno card tables going and some mobile Phase 10.
Yeah, mobile Phase 10 is my listen. Y'all ain't got a chance. Okay.
You say that until
Listen.
Don't
listen. I am a winner. I claimed it this morning.
You are.
I am a winner.
And you are.
I am a winner.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so that's 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. It's not standard time right now. I think we're in EDT, daylight savings time. I think that's what we're still in. Anyway, 7:45 tonight, Dr. Flo and I will be teaching a Love Your Voice masterclass as a part of our week of love here in LAA. Then Snacks and I will be going live to review the absolute horrendous show of a Super Bowl that we all suffered through on Sunday.
It's awful. Why'd you ask that, Sunflower?
And then tomorrow I will be back for the Day of Love with the heart chakra, folks. It's gonna be, listen, it's gonna be Liddy and the Titty. Okay, like we listen.
It's gonna be what?
Liddy and the Titty. You heard what I said?
I can't.
Put your earballs open. Okay.
He's in the church.
Okay. We are not affiliated.
We are not affiliated with those people.
Not those people. All right. So you want to be here. That's 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I believe there's a waiting to exhale. Y'all can join us. You can see our programming. We've had programming for the last 14 weeks that has been fairly consistent in terms of what we're offering. And Dr. Flo will also be back with a
No, wait. I'm gonna clean that language because I need this win here. This is a public brag book in this
consistent.
House. We have shown up. The data reflects that we have shown up consistently for 14 weeks in this particular iteration of the project, nonstop. It may have been once or twice one week or 7 days another, but we've been here for 14 consecutive weeks. We've been in these trenches for 3 years. Like we are that girl. Keep going.
We have been building. The people are in the place. If you want the review, if you want to know, like, hey, I missed last week, or I missed last Friday with snacks, I missed a late night Sacks, you all can go to the newsletter. You can join the newsletter and get an email in your inbox almost daily to tell you what it is. I have to do a roundup. That's my responsibility that I haven't done quite yet of last week. But we will be around. Just join us in the Telegram, join us in the Halo, join us on our social medias. So I'm going to list off our leadership, our admin in Love in Action Network that you can follow. Okay, so you can find a lot of snacks, 5 on most platforms. You can find me, Tara Prilo Studio. You can find Dr. Flo at Andre in the Flow. You can find Starlight_Mystic on most platforms. Okay. And then we've got Poppy Wada 33 or House of Mommy Water. There are five of us that assist in the hosting and running and facilitating of all of Love in Action Network. You can stay tuned to each of our social medias. And then there is also on both meta platforms, there is the Love in Action Net at Love in Action Network net, over on Instagram, and then at Love in Action Network on Facebook. You can find us there. Follow. We post there daily. Just get in. Come join our week of love. I think Starlight even has a special offering this Friday, so that's exciting. But yeah, this is our favorite week of the year. So, and donations are never expected, but always appreciated to help keep us on our feet as we move towards 501c3 status and to get Dr. Flo more stabilized, as well as our community stabilized, because we know when one person is free and one person is able to live a little more freely, it enables other people to live more freely.
And y'all know, like Harriet Tubman, I'm coming back to liberate everybody because just being free on my own is not enough. Ha! I'm coming back like Harriet Tubman in this hoe because it ain't enough for me to be free on my own. Have you noticed? The Dr. Flo is always online every day in some way saying you're loved and lovable because just like Harriet Tubman, it ain't enough, sunflower, that I make it to my promised land. Pack your purse. Freedom is waiting for us. Grab your teeth, Luis. Grab your teeth. It's time to eat. Put in your teeth, gorgeous. It's time to eat. Put in your chompers. It's time to go to the love buffet where it's abundant all the time. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering. And may you allow today your heart light to increase, brighter, filling the room, filling the yard, filling the street, filling the city, filling the town, filling the state, filling the nation, filling the earth with that loved and lovable divine brine. May love cover the earth today. May the lovers wake up to the truth of who they are and get bold in their love and put their love in action. As above, so below, as above, so below. Marza Benuto, Shem Lama Ding Dong. Under his eye, blessed be the fruit. May the Lord open. Hakuna Matata. It's your thing. It's my thing. When I dip, you dip. We dip. We dip. We dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip.